All right, he wants to hit me with that spicy recap.
It would be me.
All right.
So, last time on Dark Sermon Requiem, the man in black who serves Farryn in Babylon visits Micha'el and laid out his past, and told him that if he is to receive forgiveness, he must save 5 souls from the church, or his soul shall be claimed by Babylon. He has 1 year to do so. 9 years tried peeping Tom on the conversation, but failed. Farryn pressed the handsome orc about the man, but then he pressed back about the incident of the fireplace. Thorne tries to feed Micha'el soap, and then got cute with Mythos over being blind. The sword boys met the Awello blue orc for bodyguarding, and Ginny met the Bruja wife of the blue orc, who runs the kitchen with an iron fist. Mythos and Farryn went over the rules with court, and then Thorne dealt with a man getting freaky with a dryad. The totally not Inquisitor cast, but Priest cast, shows up and requested Sir Ponko to open a shrine for Matheria. Captain Dufresne from the Bass Baron wishes Sir Ponko to enter an alliance with the Bass Baron and helping out with Mornhow. The night concludes with Micha'el feeding the crows, then getting attacked, and there was one ominous crow who kept following him, who bothered him. The group settles down, eats together at night, and goes over with each other and about what happened the day and what happened at court. At bedtime, the Brass Baron men are seen infiltrating the state, taking notes. And Farryn draws a dick on Gideon's face after he said in his sleep that he wants makeup done. Lastly, Ginny received a letter from Telri, and the Inquisitor asked to speak with her.
Nice.
Good.
That's some Top Gear music queuing in there.
No, that was
Very good.
That was rapid, fast, to the point. Good stuff. Inspiration for you there. Inspiration for you there, Billy.
Hey, let's go.
Man, I love getting inspiration.
I do.
Yes, I am a man made of cheese. Kill him. What? Anyway,
What?
let's do this. You want to do your thing first, Waymaker?
Sure.
Okay, where did I put you?
So I've got to go find the Inquisitor, huh?
It's Inquisitor time.
Good.
Let me give us some backdrop here. Let's I think this is the one. Oh,
And
yeah.
we're at
Yes, the
morning
common
of the
song
second
music.
day, right?
Yes,
Yes.
it's morning.
Gotcha.
All right, scene's on you. What you doing, bud?
Okay. I am going to. Where would the Inquisitor would be in town, right?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to go to town then, I suppose. I'll before checking in, I'm actually going to ask the Coraline, the chef, if there's anything in town that I should grab for materials or
She'll
anything.
come
Is there
over
anything we're
and hand
short
you
on?
a piece of parchment with a couple of things listed on it and a few silver pieces. Mostly I need honey.
Mostly honey. Got it. Alright, I'll be back before long. And I'll go off on a grocery shopping trip. Hoping to also stop by the whatever chapel
Captain
the
Cutter, we have a reporter.
priest is staying in.
Just go ahead and just whisper in my ear while I sleep.
We were invaded last night. Brass Baron's men.
Do it anyway. Keep going. All right, go ahead, Ginny.
But continue on.
Oh yeah,
We'll come back to that later.
I'm just going. I don't know.
We have a report. Okay.
I imagine it's off map.
It is. Okay, we are going off grid. Okay, Leatherface.
That's kind of funny.
That's great.
All right. As I go around town, I'm going to first do what I came officially to do, and stop by and spend some money on some honey and other things on the list. And then after I have that done, I will stop by the chapel.
Wait, why is this taking so long to load?
I don't know. I'm at 99.
There we go.
Big
It's
map.
a big man.
I'm in.
Okay, so come on out of the estate, and then you make your way down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Like this. No, just kidding.
Yes.
Everyone's following my mouse with their mouse.
La, 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 la.
Okay, you get to about... Where's the market? It is right in here, so... You're going to walk up kind of a short ways, and the market is here. You know that the Inquisitor's house for his priestly services is over in the opposite direction. Is it over here? No, it's over here. Be like around in here somewhere.
Okay.
So it's not that far away. The
Gotcha.
marketplace is up here, though, in the big market square in front of the keep.
Okay. Let me see. As let's see. I am a I'm the kind of halfling that's good at buying and selling things.
Yeah, buying and selling.
Yep. So I will be using some of that to gosh, I'm trying to find that on my character sheet. Oh, free halfling. There it is. Yeah, advantage on social skills. Cool.
Wow.
All
So you
right.
can get things for free.
Delete my text. Okay.
Well, I travel through town and through the market square, and I'm looking for the things on my grocery list, but also kind of paying attention to the people as I pass.
Sounds good. Make me
Yeah.
your choice of insight or persuasion.
Okay. Think persuasion is what I will do.
All right. As you start to move around the market square, picking up the various items on the piece of parchment given to you by the chef, you notice that the people here seem to be relatively content. I mean, it has its problems like any other place. There's concerns that the lake's going to flood with the next rain. There's obviously concerns that the Mytharian presence is going to cause trade to fluctuate wildly. There's concern that the movements to the north of the Barrow King and Aldafife is going to somehow affect Dark Lake. I would say, considering the tumultuous nature of the continent, the people here seem to be pretty happy. There doesn't really seem to be any excess stress. However, you do notice that a few people, they appear to be quite strange. Strange as in they keep to the side of the market. You notice that many of them seem to be buying and selling in the same part of the market. And the reason why they stand out to you is because many of their faces are covered. They wear heavy hoods, scarves, things like that. From what you overhear from nearby people speaking about them, you hear that these people appear to be some kind of foreigner. At least that's what everyone thinks. That they're foreigners, they're outsiders. They haven't really caused any problems. Although some believe that they might be agents of the church trying to find sinners in secret. Things like that.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I will, after gathering that kind of rumors and things, I will probably steer clear of them, but if I ever do see them, I will be trying to pay attention and see if I notice anything that might give away that they would be agents of the church of some kind. I expect my brothers and sisters to be really good at their stealth job and should not be that easily noticed, but I mean, if there are tells, I feel like maybe I would notice them. I don't know.
So do you want to watch them or do you want to shop?
I want to watch them since I'm here. Might as well.
Make me your choice of Stealth or deception?
Oh, yes. The two things I suck at. Deception, I suppose.
Okay. Now a perception check. Or investigation. Your choice.
Perception it is.
Alright. Whilst pretending to shop, you are actually keeping an eye on these strange hooded figures. You notice that the other people in the market seem to be giving them a wide berth, and the berth only happens whenever they actually get close to them. And as they get closer and closer, and eventually you kind of get close enough to kind of figure out what's going on. It seems that the people are hooded and heavily clothed, and as they walk up to the various market stalls, there's a wide like a wide-eyed look of surprise on each of the merchants' faces. Afterwards, they look quite bewildered. With your perception and faking buying, you're able to see what the problem is. As these people approach, you notice that they bear different marks. The marks on the front is a mark of the church, but it's a mark of the shield, indicating the sick. There's very few diseases that would cause somebody to be covered in head to toe, and one of them is leprosy.
So they're lepers, and they've been marked by the church.
Indeed.
Very interesting. Well, then I will keep my distance from them as well. It's very unfortunate.
You notice that despite their condition, the people don't mistreat them, at least not any more so than you would expect. They keep their distance, they look quite afraid of them. They do business with them, as they are all heavily gloved.
So, being a member of the Shield myself, would I know how big of a resource drain it would be to actually help these people, rather than just mark them as sick?
The church has an impressive medical capacity, not only of magical but also alchemical varieties. But the problem is that the church cannot attend to those that are not within their sphere of influence. Unfortunately, the people in the east are in the sphere of the influence of Aldefife, and although there is a church presence here, it is secretive and discreet, meaning that there's probably not a church-regulated cathedral of recovery here, or if there is a hospice, it's probably not ran by the churches, by a church or a practitioner, which is the science side of the church. So,
but more than likely, a practitioner is who marked them, or?
Well, they probably received the mark. So, this is where things kind of get muddied, right? There's probably some Mytharian followers here that use the marks and use all the things invented by the church, but the problem is that since the church cannot maintain a presence in the east due to the political strife and the fact that they're fighting a war in the opposite direction of the continent, it means that those systems, those people are not updated or trained or changed out. It doesn't
actually do anything. It's just a culturally recognized flag.
Correct.
Okay. Well, interesting. Okay. Well, as I pretend to shop around, I eventually do find, I imagine, the things on the list.
Yep.
And then once I have
at the end
those,
of your shopping, you notice that the lepers seem to move off towards the northeast. There appears to be some buildings at the edge of the tree line.
Interesting. Okay. Well, once I've collected everything, I will make my way back towards the estate, and then past it to where I need to be going to speak with Priestcast.
On your way back, something happens.
Okay.
On your way back, you notice that there is a throng of people that are surrounding something in the middle of the road.
Okay, I will try and peek between people's legs and stuff and see if I can see what's going on.
So you want to rubberneck and see what's happening?
Yeah, of course I want to rubberneck. Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of detract from your course to go and see what all the hubbub is about. Being a halfling, you step between their legs and they don't really notice you, as is such a way with the small folk. You step up and through, And on the other side, you see that there is a person unconscious on the ground in the middle of the road. The people all stand around them quite concerned, some of them even calling out to the individual. But the reason why none of them have approached is because there appears to be a large growth on the person's back, peeking up through a hole in their shirt.
I see. Does anyone seem like they're approaching to deal with it at all?
People are just kind of crowding around it. Somebody calls out for a doctor, and somebody runs off possibly to go get one.
I'll speak up. I know a doctor. She's a little ways down at the Lord's estate. If someone would help me carry him there, perhaps? I'm not very strong.
Oh, make me a persuasion check, see if you can convince these people to help.
Okay.
The people know they should help, but they also don't want to catch whatever he has. That growth on his back looks quite disgusting. And unfortunately, your calls for aid are met with only whispers, looks, and shameful breaks of eye contact. Do you wish to do anything else?
I will huff in frustration at these people, and then I will approach the person with the growth. And is he conscious? Is he conscious?
He appears to be unconscious. Make me a medicine check if you have it trained.
I don't think I have it trained. Let me double check here. I do not.
All you see is a man, face down on the ground, a large growth upon his back.
Did anyone see what happened? Did anyone watch him collapse? Does this happen suddenly? What's going on?
I saw him fall down. Yeah, it looked like he tripped. He didn't trip, he was unconscious when he hit the ground. Is that growth contagious? Maybe we shouldn't stand so close to it.
This man needs help. You said someone ran to find a doctor? How long do you think they'll be?
The people kind of look around, having no idea, until finally, one such individual does approach. 1 second. And you see this man approach.
Mr. Nose.
Mr. Nose? Wow.
Yeah, I have my own
to
names
pick
for
it.
all these NPCs as well.
Large schnoz,
Yes.
Much
big
Jewish.
and sniffins.
Yes.
Anyway, as he approaches, you will see that he's probably some kind of constable or maybe even a barber surgeon. As he gets closer, everyone stand back now, stand back. Look at all you people. This man needs help.
You're the doctor?
Well,
Please, yes. He does need help.
my training is limited, but I'm certainly better than a layman, I suppose. Let me look and see what we have here. I'll start to move him over. Make me an insight check.
Okay. If you're willing to help me with him, we could carry him to an actual surgeon that I know.
Unfortunately, this man does not require surgery. What he requires is... And he will put a light to his lantern, open it, pick up the small flame inside, light a torch on his side, and he will hold the torch up to the growth. The growth will begin to squirm, and he will pull it off the man's body, revealing an enormous tick.
Oh, gross.
He will burn the tick with the torch as everybody kind of backs up, puts their hands over their mouths, quite disgusted at what they're seeing.
I do not puke.
Make me another insight check.
Man.
You see that the man is completely cold and stoic, burns the tick away, and then also bandages the wound. Does anybody know this man's family? Somebody raises their hand. Take him to his family. He should be fine. He just needs bed rest.
Where, sir, if I may, I've never run into one of these.
Then you haven't lived here long.
No, not long. My family recently moved in.
He'll
How common is this?
He'll look around at all the people. Fairly common. I'm surprised that no one helped him. It's like none of you have seen a lake tick before. And you can see some of the people kind of scratch the back of their heads and look away. The problem is that lake tick parasites and indeed the bulbous plague look very similar. And people are quite superstitious. I will say, though, it is unusual for a tick to grow that large on someone. It must have been a very old one. Which is probably why people were confused. Oh,
I see.
Where are my manners? Clemens! And he'll hold his hand out.
Georgie, nice to meet you, and I'll hold my hand out and shake.
He'll nod.
Well, I'm glad you came by. I was about to try and drag this man, a few miles back to, the Lord's estate, where I've recently been employed.
Ah, I see. So you are a new arrival. Well, keep a lookout for such things. There aren't very many dangers here in the Dark Lake, but that is certainly one of them. Those that go into the Dark Lake, and which gives us our name, I suppose, do so for fishing and other purposes, but keep in mind that there are parasites in the water. I tell everyone to wear high boots, but sometimes people don't listen. And sometimes I've had to pull more than one tick off of a sailing youth to go skinny dipping in the water. One of the worst ideas you could possibly have.
Agreed. That sounds terribly irresponsible.
It is. Oh,
all right.
One more thing. If you, how would I put this? If you happen to find yourself in jeopardy again with such a thing, remember, the creatures do not like fire. Hold it up, burn them off. Easiest way to deal with them.
That is good to know. What if it is some kind of boil or something?
Well, in the very rare case that it will be something like that, there are plenty of apothecaries in town. And I suppose you could come and ask me, but I will admit my medical training is limited.
Huh.
And another insight check.
Okay. Good.
Curiously, out of everything else, him saying that his medical experience is limited is actually a lie. Which is strange that he would lie about something like that.
Interesting. I will try very hard not to give him the Lanternbridge squint. And nod to him appreciatively. Well, thank you. I'm glad you stopped by. I hope I run into you eventually. Again. Not under bad circumstances, you know.
Of course. But I fare thee well, Georgie. And he'll kind of go off back into town, as you will then make it to Inquisitor Cast's house.
Excellent. What an eventful day. I'm getting my steps in.
I'm getting my steps in.
Yeah, checks wrist, realizes there's nothing there. do, 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 do.
Okay. And so, travel up here.
As I walk up, I knock on the door.
Oh, you didn't do more than that.
I knock a lot on the door.
Oh god,
knock,
I forgot
knock.
the secret knock.
Knock,
Shit.
knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock.
Oh no, he did forget the secret knock.
Knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock.
Knock, 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 knock. Knock, 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 knock.
Knock, knock.
Knock. Shaving a haircut today. Isn't that crazy? That little jingle is...
It's international.
How old is that jingle? Like, it's worldwide recognized. Like, it's crazy.
It's very
Like it-
old.
Imagine
it's-
It's Looney Tunes old.
Yeah,
It's human base code
1940s.
pattern.
It's human base code.
That's what our code is written in. It's
Oh, it's in genetic. It's in our genetic memory.
Yeah.
Oh yes, of course. How silly of me.
It's the binary code people run on. That's why it's so
either-
influential.
It's either from the 1800s or the very early 1900s. There's debate upon which one came first.
That's a big
Well,
gap.
obviously the one from the 1800s, because
You guys hear this nerd?
For as long as people have shaved,
Just
and cut their hair.
a big fucking nerd.
Yup.
A huge nerd.
That's why I married her.
Alright, here we go. Loading this up. Really do feel like I'm running a fucking slice of life anime right now.
Heck yeah, I've got a
I
piece of
love
toast in my mouth and everything.
I have a piece of toast in my mouth.
Got your cookbooks in hand running.
Got my cookbooks. I'm
Oh
running.
my gosh, I wonder what he wants to talk about.
I'll be late for my errands. Whew, nice place.
Hold on. God damn it. It should be...
Dark Lake is so dark, but you walk into this house and you're like, the glorious light of Mytheria!
Let me check
Chewing.
this.
Hooray!
This place looks
to the
oddly
light.
Okay,
familiar.
alright, there you go.
Can't put my finger on it.
Alright.
It couldn't be.
Whew.
It couldn't be what? What?
It
What could it
looks
be?
eerily familiar.
I think it's good.
I've never been here, so.
Alright, Georgie, as you approach the door.
Knock, knock.
Okay. The door will open and you will see Inquisitor Cast standing before you. Ah, it is you. Come. Not here.
Oops.
We have some things to discuss, you and I.
Yes, we do.
First, he will then pull out the letter in front of him and place it on the table. Let me show him off again. Isn't he sick, dude?
So handsome.
He's so cool.
So cool.
Yeah. I like his hair, dude. His hair's all nice and flowy. All he needs now is a
Constant.
leather jacket and a motorcycle.
Constant billowing hair. That's a feat.
It's also a feature in one of the new prestige classes. That no one took.
No one.
Sag.
Sad day.
All that work.
Shake's head.
Years of academy
Somebody
training.
didn't. Somebody doesn't want to be terribly serious. Okay. All right. Let's see here.
I was hoping Booker
I can-
was gonna take it.
Yeah, I can rewrite Twilight Mouse's prestige class if we really want to.
Oh my god.
Since Nara is also doing Weeping Blade.
What a nerd.
Tempting, right? Anyway.
All right. Just got to bring
Serious
up my
moment.
notes here in front of me. Make sure everything's lined up.
I will admit, Inquisitor, that this weighs heavily on my heart and mind. I'm very curious as to your insight about this. As she glances at the letter, and
Okay.
there's things about it that are immediately noticeable.
And at this point, Inquisitor will lean forward, his hands steepled, and he will say, I will be straight with you, Lanternbridge. Are you a traitor?
I am not.
You believe in Mytheria, her
100%.
ideals, her light?
Yes.
Very well. I believe you. Unfortunately, that leaves me with the painful responsibility of discussing with you your brother.
What do you know about him?
Both of them, actually.
Both of them?
Indeed. The first we must discuss is Tellery. He will look at his notes and look back to you. What we have received word of is most disturbing, and I wonder how much of it that your family is aware of. Were you aware that your brother Tellery has left the Pale City, is traveling into the Far East, not too far from here, in fact, has taken up with the Barrow King and dark powers unknown?
She will look aghast. No, we didn't know that much. We knew that he went west and then went east. He was the last letter anyone received from him said that he was doing some kind of job for the Bard's College from Warnhowl.
Indeed, his travels did in fact take him to the west, in which he was directly involved with an incident of heresy. According to our reports, a servant of the Shield had set to giving refuge to apostates. And
Captain Hold.
And from that refuge, had set to them, and then he'll stop. You know of what I speak.
Yes. There was a report from the Shield about an issue with Captain Hold and his execution. And it happened to coincide about with the time where we had received a letter from Tellery. Speaking of being in Edgington at the time, I was worried that he might have been involved in that.
I'm afraid that your worry is well-founded. He was not only involved, but one of the accused, according to our records. He was held prisoner in the local chapel, along with an orc named Nara. According to the reports, they escaped. And after their escape, they headed back across the continent. They arrived in the east in an unknown time, but since then our reports have been fairly straightforward. There have not only been the presence of the Barrow King rising, but there has even been some reports of others aiding him and his forces. What is most curious is this letter. It appears to be some kind of goodbye or final request sent to you, of all people. Difficult to decipher through the maddening gibberish surrounding it, but we suspect that not only is your dear brother quite obsessed with the East, we believe that he has fallen victim to foreign devilry.
Looking at this letter, it does seem like he may have been losing his mind or something. Half of the letter seems to be perfectly clear, and the rest is... I don't even know what to say about it. I'm really worried about my brother, Inquisitor. What... Is there something we can do? Do we have a direction? Anything... active? Is there a plan?
He'll hold up his hand. It is out of my respect for your family, and indeed your service in the Inquisition, that I am even telling you of this. You will not be involved in the investigation, for obvious reasons.
Inquisitor, this is... I realize that now, at this point, this is bigger than a family issue, but to leave me out of it, I feel like this is my responsibility. I'm his older sister.
To leave you out of it is protocol, because you are his older sister. You will not approach this case with objective eyes. You'll make mistakes, good-natured and good-intended ones, but still mistakes nonetheless, which will increase the chances of him escaping, or worse, causing more of his apostasy to spread. And then, of course, there comes the simple question, can you kill your own brother?
No.
Then you understand why involving you will only do to cause you more pain. I believe you have the right to know, but the right to intervene and intercede, no. There is a...
Are you saying that it is a guarantee that he will be found and killed specifically? Is there no way to capture him, collar him, something? I don't know. Find him help?
I can guarantee nothing except that if he fights against us, we will have to do what we must. I would prefer that he were to come in, and perhaps if we detect that he is amenable to such a discussion, we may yet employ you in service of the Theria again. But until the moment comes when a sister's word is needed, you will not be involved.
I understand, and appreciate.
His
Yes.
face will soften somewhat. Believe me, Lanternbridge, I know what it is like to have a family member turn to a life of mischief and evil. I know what it is like to chase your own blood and condemn them. I would never ask of you to suffer what I have suffered. This is why I do not involve you.
Have you... I know about you and your brother. Have you ever... How many times have you considered going off and finding him yourself? Wouldn't you know, first and foremost? Wouldn't you be the most likely to be able to track him down? I know how Telri thinks. I know how he would do things, probably, unless he's greatly changed in the past year.
And that is the problem. You would be chasing the person you knew, not the person they are. There are few things more powerful than change, and few things more inevitable. I know this from experience. You would chase Telri, the little brother, not the brigand he has become.
She'll frown at the word brigand, but also nod,
Insight
knowing
check.
that it's pretty much, possible.
You can make an insight check of that. Good roll.
Thanks.
In that moment, he was not referring to Telri.
Yeah, so she'll frown at first, thinking it was, and then realize what he's talking about. And nod.
Now, I'm afraid that we have more business, and it once again
Yes.
involves your family.
You mean Hill?
This one is of a different nature. I have received reports that your brother Hill may yet have a greater purpose in service to Mytheria. But first, before I reveal this to you, I would like to know more about him. Tell me of your brother.
Well, he's... Unlike Telri and I, who are more outgoing, Hill is quieter. He's a little more... He keeps to himself mostly. He's soft-spoken. He's gentle. He's a good kid. He grows fast. And the three of us, we were born rather separately in years, so I held him as a baby, and he's a little brother, He doesn't really get into mischief. He doesn't cause problems. He was a quiet baby. I hear tell the best kind of baby a mother could possibly want, you know? Smiles a lot.
How assured are you of his parentage?
Well,
Was your mother promiscuous? He asks a bold and somewhat rude question.
she will blush and, no.
Are you certain?
Well, if I'm honest, I've never thought to pry into my parents' affairs. That's their private business, not mine.
The reason I ask is because your brother Hill possesses a very special blood. One that may yet be the key to unlocking the enormous power found within the throngs of Negatia. Tell me, do you know of it?
I do not. What is Negatia?
Negatia is the solid form of blood extracted, or mineral therein, of that comprised of a material which destroys and eats magic, like those wielded by apostates. It is believed that Negatia is the key ingredient to be found within the blood of blanks. Many times throughout our history, we have attempted with the Practitioners Guild to recreate the conditions of a blank. Most blanks are not born, and when they are, their ability to resist magic is nominal. There are a few exceptional cases, like your own companion, Thorne, but most have to undergo a great and terrible trial like her in order to receive the gift of being blanked. However, our agents believe that young Hill may just possess the particular kind of blood needed to unlock the mysteries of Negatia.
And I assume he knows this?
He is unaware.
So what's the problem?
The problem... He'll kind of lean forward. Is that the man that currently is in possession of Hill is a man I don't trust.
Is he... This man? Is he with the church? Is he a lone agent? Not an apostate, I hope.
He is with the church. Most assuredly, he is quite high up within the church. The problem is that he is a man that I do not trust. His ambitions are worn quite nakedly. And what is to do so more? It seems that he has convinced an old veteran of the church to join him. The two of them together could do quite a bit of damage, politically speaking. And more so than that, I believe there may be even something more insidious at foot. But I unfortunately do not have anything to support my suspicions as of yet. The reason I ask about your dear brother, and such bold and rude questions, is because I must be sure. I must be sure of his lineage. Something in his blood has awoken, and I need to know if it is a fluke of Mytheria's grace, or if it is something that can be replicatable.
I wish I could tell you more, but I have never pried about this kind of topic.
Very well.
My parents' bedroom is their own, if you don't mind me saying.
He'll nod. I understand. But it is best to ask and to know than to not. In either case, Calisetin is not a man I trust. He is currently in possession of your brother, no doubt doing who knows what experiments. I do think that your brother is safe for as long as Ice Eyes is there. But the two of them are working together, and I know not how. And my attempts at communication have been blocked. And our geographical location has made it difficult to exchange any sort of correspondence within the Inquisition.
I hate to see different people in the church not trusting each other. What would lead you not to trust this man?
As I said, he wears a naked ambition upon his chest. He walks in holiness, but not because he is blessed by it, but because he wishes to wield it. The church is a means of power to him, and he is unapologetic about it.
Many ways up the mountain, I suppose. But I see what you mean. Well, I appreciate you bringing this to my attention. I thought I was worrying about one brother, and now I'm worrying about two. I know that your intention was not to make me more comfortable.
My intention is to see that you are informed so that you may be prepared when the day comes that you might have to do something about it.
I am ready and able to do something about it if something needs done.
Very good. In the meantime, continue your mission here. We cannot abandon our current mission just because more personal ones have erupted.
I will try to keep my personal feelings under wraps for the good of the mission.
Good.
We have a job to do.
Good to hear. Well then, I believe you've been shopping long enough for your honey, yes?
Yes. I'll blame it on my small legs or something.
Good.
Thank you for this, Inquisitor.
He will give a nod. Dismissed.
Thank you. And she will hop off the chair and go back to the estate.
Man, that was some spicy good RP.
That was good. Thank you.
So many plot lines.
Very nice.
Woven together. Okay. And next we have... In the meantime, Sir Ponko will take a seat as he begins court for the day. Court for this day is quite boring. Mostly, out of the few meetings that he has had, they are about run-of-the-mill, day-to-day things. Horses need more feed, the fence lines on the eastern front need to be repaired, the gates don't have enough guards, blah, 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 blah. Things like that. However, as Ponko handles his duties, you start to notice a few other things. One of the courtiers, the entire time that Sir Ponko is doing his duties, is looking at him with an intense disgust. Make me insight checks, the two of you. Fiona can't quite make out why, but Mythos, you notice as the man that is watching Sir Ponko, it seems that his disgust and anger flare up whenever he speaks about the Eastern Wall. Something about it is causing this man to lose his shit, but he doesn't say anything. He remains respectable whenever Ponko looks towards him, and indeed claps at his rulings, but you can tell that he is seething inside.
Okay. Mythos will wait until the end and court is adjourned, and will approach Lord Lamoon.
Okay. Court is adjourned. You can approach.
Excuse me, Lord Lamoon.
Yes. How can I help you?
I noticed something strange during our court today. One of the courtiers, he seemed quite perturbed with a lot of your talks about the Eastern Wall. Is there something unique or strange about that wall specifically versus the others?
Well, I can assure you that one of the big reasons that he is probably so disdained at me is because I saw that his plot of farm to be closed. The soil was rotted. The crops did not grow any longer, and no person could figure out as to why. So as such, I have reasoned that since the earth will not grow any food, it would serve as additional defense. The eastern wall has long since been undermanned, and perhaps new weaponry and towers built might be able to make up for the lack of manpower with additional firepower. Or no, he wouldn't say it. With additional munitions. As such, he is most put off, as his land is being taken from him. For a good cause, of course.
Yes, it does sound like a reasonable acquisition of the land to embolden the defenses of the city. It's a noble sacrifice of land, even if it was against his will.
Indeed.
I just thought it was something I should bring up. I didn't want there to be any lingering angers in the court that might be pointed your way.
Oh, Holsko will be angry at me for some time. But such is the way of leadership. Something had to be done. And after all, his crops were dying and the soil was poisoned anyway.
Yes, my lord. Also, and he will gesture to Fiona. I believe Miss Fiona has something to mention that she witnessed in the prior night.
Yes, I do, your lordship. I was not yet asleep last night when I was interrupted by the sound of footsteps on my roof. I looked out the window and noticed a shadowy figure, and she glances around just to make sure that there's no one besides the three of them in the courtyard, right here, this little area. He was wearing the mark of the Brass Baron, and apparently taking notes as he leapt from roof to roof.
Ponko will frown at this. Are you certain? The heraldry of the Brass Baron?
As certain as I can be. It was dark outside.
But why would... We are not in any sort of hostilities with the Brass Baron. Captain Dufresne came by not so long ago. But... Are you certain?
As I said, my lord, as certain as I can be. I suppose it is possible that he had acquisitioned a tunic from someone of the Brass Baron's men and wore it to throw suspicion. It's possible that there was more to Captain Dufresne's visit than pleasantries and talk of treaties. It's perhaps something you could bring up to him if you felt it was imperative the next time he comes calling in court. There are several possibilities and several reasons for such a late night escapade.
Indeed. I will leave it in your capable hands to investigate this matter. I should point out, it is not within our desire to upset the Brass Baron, but we can also not abide by him sending troops. If he has sent spies into my estate and this town, we will answer to it. But we should do so carefully.
Yes, my lord.
Of course, my lord, but would you rather not alert your guards, the ones especially on night patrol?
Of course, I will inform them, but I think that this will take a far more delicate touch. Because if what you said is true, not that I'm saying that you have lied to me, but if you are not mistaken and what you said is true, then there must be a reason as to why. Why send a spy? Is he intending to invade? Our guard would do nothing against the full force of the Brass Baron. We need to find out more. Pray tell, you could consider going to the Brass Camp. The encampment isn't far from Dark Lake. Perhaps you might be able to discover a reason there, if there is one at all.
I will consider it, my lord.
If you do choose to set out in that way, I would be glad to accompany you. I don't think it's something that going out into the lands and seeking the Brass Baron's men, I don't think should be something that should be handled alone. So if you do make that decision, please inform me.
True. Do you, Sir Ponko, perhaps have anything you wish to send with us? When we go out, so it is less suspicious of us? Just showing up unannounced on his doorstep, as it were?
I think that sending anything with you as an official capacity would be even more suspicious. Because why would I not meet with him here?
Very good, then. I will figure something out.
Good. I leave it in your capable hands. Oh, I think I will get something to eat now. Meanwhile, at the front door...
Captain Cutter,
Yes.
who was on guard last night?
I forget. Who are you?
Taro, the new hire.
Oh, yes. Red hair, brown skin.
What? Whatever.
Time for breakfast.
Who was on guard last night? We had uninvited.
Uninvited what?
He roboted. Oh no.
You'll have to speak up, Sonny.
Uninvited guests.
Oh, where are the guests? We should get them some food.
Grabs him by the collar. There were intruders in the estate last night from the
Intruders!
Baron's
Grab your
encampment.
weapon!
No, last night.
Oh, well, why didn't you stop them?
I wasn't on duty last night.
Oh, yes. Well, then I will find who was, and I shall see that they are punished. I will then also inform the rest of the guard.
Good.
Good job,
Let's go.
Taro. I think you'll make quite a good career out of being a guard.
Whatever.
Ah! Lope Beans! You are relieved. I shall take the morning shift. Hold on, my voice is way too... I will take the morning shift. There we go. I'm old now.
Shall you have me do then?
Take a break.
Okay, I guess. Brother, what are you
¿Puedo
doing?
hacer siesta?
¿Qué pedo, ganan? Bueno?
Sí. Yeah.
Sí? Bueno.
Yeah.
Brother, do you intend to stay here with Mr. Cutter?
I was not relieved of duty.
Okay.
Oh! You're relieved too. Go on.
Dies.
Brother, I'm going to use the shitter, and then I will make a lap around the perimeter.
Good.
Mr. Cutter, where's the outhouse again?
What? Oh, the facilities are inside. And also outside. Over there.
The map.
Over there.
Oh, okay.
You go poo-poo over there.
I plan to. I don't. Never mind.
Go pee-pee poo-poo. What a good little Nino he is. Asking permission to go peeps and poops.
Is this the outhouse?
Sure, that works.
No, right, fantastic. Here we go. We'll walk in here and use the restroom.
What a bunch of good boys.
I'm just gonna go investigate the
I would-
western wall, see if I can spot anything that might have been dropped by last night's.
I would hate for the war, up and coming, to take their youth from them, their innocence, see them scarred like me. Oh, at least I have my darling wife. Ugh, I have to go feed him. Here you are, husband. Oh, my beautiful...
Pie in the face.
There we go. Okay, you said you wanted to investigate the western wall.
Yeah.
Do you have investigation trained?
No, but I have perception trained.
Hey, let me see that. Hey,
I'll
that's
fucking
pretty
take
good.
that.
You spot something
Oh.
here on the wall. Looks like a piece of cloth.
I will pick it up and inspect it.
You see that the piece of cloth is actually snug on a piece of the tree. It bears the heraldry of the Brass Baron.
I'll take it and fold it up. Well, guess it was the Baron's men. Alright. I'll have to report this to the captain later, I guess. I'll just keep investigating here, see if I can spot anything else until Lope gets here.
Okay. Where'd he go?
Where
I'm
did-
doing the I'm
Oh, he's
walking
not
the perimeter of the house.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
Turn back out.
you have successfully finished shitting, and now you're going on a perimeter.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The
Yes.
walking RP.
Patrol.
I'm gonna make survival checks as I walk to see if I can see anything, out of place or with the walls or the ground to see if anybody's been here that the, type stuff.
You don't
See
see
if I-
anything.
Cool. Keep walking. Are there any crows staring at me since I fed
There's
them?
one.
And just one?
Just one.
Fuck.
Ominously following you.
Ah.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Dead man walking.
When you get to
Dead
here,
man walking.
I need you to make a perception check, untrained, if you'd like. Or basic, excuse me. You hear this. Oh, Melinda. This is so naughty.
Where's it coming from?
It's coming from up there.
Hold on, it keeps cutting to when they talk. Where is it coming from?
Up there.
How tall is up here?
About 20 feet, but you can see that there is a man's back to the edge of the wall that you can see, and you recognize him. It seems that he's talking to somebody. Oh.
Can I see who he's talking to?
You can't. The angle doesn't let you. You will then
Okay.
overhear, "Oh, are you sure? What would they say? Oh,
Hey, Dime, are you fucking up there?
He runs.
Hey, no, you come back!
He's
What
gone.
are you doing?
He's gone. He goes see him. And
Criminal, stop running.
I'm gonna try to
Stop right
run
there,
after-
criminal scum.
Do I see him at all? I'm gonna try to run after him.
okay. I guess make me a perception check.
Fuck!
You have no idea where he went, or his strange companion.
That was Silas. Was he fucking on the bridge? The wall?
I do have your inspiration if you want to use it.
Not on the Inspire or
Show
the
me
guy
where that man was fucking.
Tell me, where were you fucking?
Tell
Who?
me. Where? Who? How many times? Who gave your balls a tug?
Whose mouth did you put your cock in?
What?
Wow.
That's so violent.
That's an investigation check.
Man.
That's
You will continue the perimeter. Is there anybody still there around where you left?
Nobody. You'll see a random guard walk by. Hey.
Hey, God, come back.
Huh? The guard will look down. Yeah?
Did you see? I would know Silas's name, correct?
Yeah, you know his name.
Yeah. Did you see Silas running around here?
The maitre d'? Yeah, he comes up here. He comes up here to do boarding inspections sometimes. He was up here a little while ago.
Yeah, he was having sex with somebody.
Ah, good one.
I'm being serious.
Ah, why are you lying?
Why the fuck you lying? No, but no, I'm being serious.
Ah, no, mames, he says in Orcish.
You speak my language?
I am half.
Oh, mi amigo, ¿cómo estás, pendejo? He will. I'm serious. He was messing around with somebody up there. He was talking. This is so naughty.
What that?
We shouldn't do this and this and this. He was, as you say, when you get freaky with woman.
He'll lean over the side, and then he'll just kind of. Habla sincero.
Yeah.
Huh. He'll just kind of. Well, I haven't seen him. Well, except, doing his inspection. I didn't even see any woman up here. The only woman who works up here is, well, Marge, and she's, he'll awkwardly stare at you.
I'm telling you, he was. I couldn't. What was the name? Oh man, I forgot. I should have took notes. I forgot the name of the woman he said. I think it would begin with an M. I don't know. I'm telling you, he was getting some puñeta.
You think Marge?
I'm telling you, he was getting some puñeta up there, my brother.
He'll kind of stroke his chin. Oh, Silas and Marge, huh?
I think he said Marjorie. Yeah, so that must be Marge.
Oh. Well, I thought... All right. Well, yeah, maybe he was.
I honestly believe it's very conduct unbecoming of him. It's really unprofessional. If you see him, do tell him to keep it in his fucking pants. Oh, I need to tell you this. We were visited by the Brass Baron last night. His men infiltrated the compound and were taking notes. Please keep your eyes peeled today.
Baron de Bronce?
See?
What was he doing here?
No, you no say, cabron. All I know was his men went in here at nightfall, a bunch of pendejos running around taking notes, and then they fucked off.
I'll keep an eye out. Oh, I'll let you know if I see Silas up here getting it on with Marge.
Yes, brother, please tell me. He's going to try to get some puñeta again.
I'll tell
Maybe
him.
not
I
yet.
gotta get back to my patrol.
Yeah, sí, bueno. Bye, buena noche.
Just so you know, Merciless, that was not her name.
Oh, well, that's what he thought he heard.
Well, I hope this rumor doesn't spiral out of control.
I didn't know you took agent.
See, anybody could be an agent if you just don't remember anyone's names and tell everybody it was somebody else.
And to answer your question, puñeta for like Cuban is pussy. Manuela is jacking off.
Huh, interesting.
It do be different, though.
It do, a little bit. We use the same words for different things. It's crazy.
Alright, so you, That's
I
why
continue.
that's why he was laughing so hard, because he thought you were saying something completely different.
I did!
Man.
He was just jacking up on the wall.
He's just jacking it on the wall. It's like,
There was nobody there. He was talking to himself. That's why you couldn't see him.
That's much worse.
He's out there just stroking it. Much.
He's just,
Man,
oh no, dude. Yeah, you come walk around the corner, and is Gideon over here still, or did Gideon wander off?
No, I went back to
Okay.
talk to Fiona.
Okay, talking to Fiona. Let's do Oh, you guys already did that in text. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then I will scroll back to this one. Go ahead.
Lady Fiona, do you have a moment?
Of course. How can I help you, Taro?
Well, I looked around the wall where you said they left, and I found this, and I'll produce the piece of cloth that has the brass baron's heraldry on it. I guess this proves that it was the baron's men.
Or at the very least, it proves they were wearing his clothing. Yes, his heraldry. She takes it in her hands and kind of feels it.
Feels like cloth. Feels real.
Does it feel like nice, or does it feel like your average?
It's average. It's not like exceptional quality.
Okay. I would say keep this with you, or perhaps give it to your captain, and I'm sure we'll know if someone is walking around with half of their tabard missing, no?
Well, I would imagine they just get a new one.
Be that as it may, we have been told by Lord Ponko to try and not cause any disturbance with the Brass Baron's men. He'd rather it not come to any altercation. If they're sneaking around again, I would say perhaps keeping violence to a minimum. Capturing may be necessary, but I'd rather they weren't harmed.
So, capture, don't kill.
Yes.
Got it.
Please pass the word along, of course.
Sure. Whatever.
Are you meaning to say it like that in that other language?
Oh no, I'd rather return back to it. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess I said it to him in Orcish.
Okay.
But where is Lord Panko?
I believe he went to his chambers.
Okay,
You
can
took
he
a
be
very
bothered?
long shit. Where you been?
What? I took a shit and then I did a perimeter.
Did you notice something?
Yes, come close.
Okay.
Listen, when I was doing a perimeter around the wall, I saw, and I'm not joking when I say this, I saw Silas trying to get freaky with another woman on the walls.
And did you recognize this other woman?
I could not see her from my angle, but I'm telling you the honest truth, on my word as an orc, Silas was trying to get some puñeta with a woman on the walls.
Fiona gives a side glance over at Michael. Did we notice if Silas was in the room for court this morning?
He was not.
Is that where Mr. Silas was during court this morning?
Well, I don't know that it's necessarily our position to bring that up. It does sound like rather personal business, and it did not seem to cause any trouble in court with his absence.
He was clearly doing it with somebody who shouldn't have been. He's like, oh, you're so naughty, we shouldn't be doing this. Oh, heavens, he's being a real pussy about it. But let me tell you, he was trying to get freaky with whoever. I think her name is Madri. I could have heard wrong, but I'm telling you, there was a woman on those walls. He was trying to get between her legs. Or she was trying to get in his pants. I don't know. I don't know if they were getting, on the walls.
Lope, why the fuck do we care?
He should have been in court, no? And that's conduct I'm becoming as someone in his status.
I mean, to be fair, it is true. If he is abandoning his post for frivolous reasons, that may be something to bring up Lord Panko, regardless of the
So you guys are talking about
type
this
of-
in the court, and
Yeah.
it's just echoing his voice everywhere. It's like, he's just trying to get something.
Yeah, because he's yelling.
He's just yelling.
He's not being quiet.
He's so loud.
I'm over here cooking, and occasionally puñeta. Heck, that sounds like a halfling word, but I know it's not.
That means something different in halfling.
False cognitives and all that.
Yeah, I don't care.
Well, hold on. Okay. Taro, why are you leaving? Come back, please. Brother, don't leave me
We're just
hanging.
gonna talk about somebody.
Don't leave me hanging.
Don't leave me hanging, please. No, wait. What if this is connected somehow to what happened last night? The Madri abandoned his duties and is getting freaky with somebody from the Baron, and he leaked information for them to have to sneak in behind the gods to gather info. It is possible.
What a colourful idea. However, propagating gossip is not necessarily going to help anybody. It will only confuse the matter, no?
Okay, well, I passed on for information. You could go tell Lord Panko.
Yes, thank you.
I'm
I'm
pretty sure
going-
you already did.
What? If you heard me, good. If not, please tell him. Bye-bye.
Farewell.
I go to the kitchen.
Well,
I knock.
regardless of the
Ginny takes off her
circumstances-
shoe and approaches the door.
Goodness.
And I open the door.
Hello, Ginny. Question for you.
Who is Ginny? I believe you have my name mixed up.
Oh, no, that was somebody else. Georgie, my bad. Georgie.
Dude, what the fuck?
Why do you keep doing that?
I'm sorry, I have to roll on that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I have to roll that, dude. That was... I let the first one go. I can't let the second one go. Hey, Ginny! Bro!
Man.
Throw my shoe at his face.
Okay, let's see.
We're only on day 2.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Not that
Maybe
guy.
this can work in his favor, you know? Maybe
Okay.
he gets everybody's name wrong.
Thankfully, she didn't really hear what you said, so... Okay.
Smack him with my shoe. Pop,
Yeah,
pop, pop.
roll to attack.
I did. That's a 13.
Chew smack.
Shoe smack.
13 misses.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh. All right.
He's just dodging and weaving. He was born on the chancla attacks. He knows all the combat formations.
What do you
all the
want,
combinations.
guard beans? The kitchen
Can
is
I
closed. We're working.
Can I just have a look to share with Taro?
Miss Cutter.
If it makes him
Man.
go away so we can work, sure. Give him the old bread.
Good. I'll take the oldest bread I can find. Here, and don't complain. And then I will slam the door.
Oh,
You know, it's strange. I thought he called you something else.
Ah, he mixes everyone's names up. New
Yes.
guards, you can't expect them to know everyone.
Yes, he's very dumb.
Very dumb.
Hello, Taro.
Captain Cutter. I found proof that the Barrett's men were here last night.
You do? Let me see it with my eyes, please.
Produce the cloth.
I'm gonna look at it. That's a weird flag.
Yeah, it's just a fist. It's weird.
Well, that's certainly peculiar. I will inform Lord Panko. He'll hold out his hand, all shaking for it.
I'll hand it to him.
Thank you. And you will go inside. And he'll wrap himself up and go to sleep in it.
Taro, would you like some of this bread? Is there like mold on this bread? Like, how old is this
It's
bread?
not that, it's just stale.
It's just hard and crusty.
Also, I'm
Would
kidding.
you
He
like
wouldn't do
some-
that. He would go do his job. Okay.
Would you like some of this bread, Toto? You basically try to struggle to snap off a piece. Jesus.
Oh, this is good bread, I promise.
Here, would you
I'm
like some of this
fine.
bread?
No,
Okay. He will crunch into this fucking bread with everything he has.
Okay.
Yes, use those tusks.
Hold that thought. Got something else here. Meanwhile, back in the... Oh my god. What is that sound? Is that Shadow's mic turning on and off?
I don't hear anything.
Was it popping or was it typing?
Yeah, I think that's your popping, man. It like blows out my eardrums every time. Oh man. Okay, and then something happens here. All right. Oh, where is he? There he is. First things first. Where are you, Thorne? Are you just out here?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, you hear this. Howdy, hey
Hello,
there!
Mortimer. Hello.
Got any letters for me?
No, sir.
All
Have
right.
a good day.
I don't have any letters for you either. Do you even read letters? Oh, you can't. I'm sorry. I'm not good at talking.
It's okay.
My man.
All right, and then these two will approach you.
Oh, yes?
Pardon me. You're the apothecary, right, Nova?
Yes, sir.
Well, my good friend Edith here just collapsed, and she needs to speak with you in private.
Understood, if you'll help her inside. Alright. Does she need to lay down? What are we...
What I need to speak with you of, I would rather my old friend not be here for. Why? I mean,
Choose him off.
Okay.
Go.
Okay.
Go.
If you need anything, just let me know.
Out. Closes the door.
I'll also deafen for Lady Talk.
Alright. If you'll tell me a bit more.
I believe I am with child, but I'm not certain.
Let's have you lay down and let's see if we can get a more certain answer over here. I remember last night I had them set up a cot over in this main area. Medicine check?
Yep.
And are you hearing chainsaws in my background? I'm sorry if you do.
I don't hear any.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, hey, my mom's here. Great.
Hi, Kadam's mom.
Hello, Mom Kadam.
Hello, Mom.
Howdy, Mom, Kadam.
I'm so glad she's here for me to roleplay lady problems.
Hooray! What timing?
It's a mother's intuition, you know.
It's always when you're at
Yes,
that
my
part of the
son.
anime that they walk in.
True.
My son is playing doctor online with ladies. I must
Okay.
investigate.
All right. Well, as you give her a look, it seems that you're not. If she's along, she doesn't show anything. But you actually discover something far, far worse. It is not something to do with her genitals, but rather there is something wrong with her legs. You can see that there are several black veins that are moving along her legs. You also notice that...
Can I?
Well, because you're feeling her, right? So you can feel when a
Okay, so I
vein is
feel the
distended.
veins.
They
Yeah.
feel black.
You can feel when it's distended. Okay, I'm describing that for chat. Obviously, you don't see that, but then she can tell you they're black, so it's not hard. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you start to move your hands across it, and you notice that her veins are distended. What's more notable is that you also can feel that there are several strange aberrations on the bumps on her feet and along her ankles and shin. The bumps feel hard and knotted.
Can you tell me a bit more about when these symptoms started showing up on your legs, your feet?
Hold on, I had to say goodbye to my mom, who immediately left.
Oh.
It is what it is. All right. Well, give me a second here. All right. She says that, well, I've had the bumps for a long time, although they only started when I was working in the docks. But am I with child or not, do you know?
I would like to take a look in a couple of weeks to be sure. Rather, these other symptoms are a bit more alarming to me at the moment.
Okay.
And when did you start your dock work?
Well, I started it when we moved. My, my brother died and we were unable to keep the house. So we moved down to the docks and we started working there.
I am trying to get a sense of how quickly this affliction got, and she'll sort of feel up along the veins of the legs to indicate progression from the feet up.
Well, a few months. Does that answer your question? That is how long I've worked there. I will say it got especially bad a few days ago. But yeah, I suppose that's all I know.
And there wasn't anything unusual with your routine or work or activities that would correlate with it, possibly?
Well, I guess. Well, we were handling a lot of crates from the Black Tree Mercenary Company. Does that matter?
It's something I can look into. Am I out of character able to narrow down any possible thoughts on what this affliction is?
Well, roll me a medicine check. Oh, I realized I said Black Tree. I meant to say Black Bark, by the way. Black Bark Mercenary Company.
I will correct it in my notes.
Well, with a 21, there's a weakness in her muscles. Deformities in her bones are starting to form. You believe that she has rickets.
You might need to explain that one to me.
Oh, so rickets is like a kind of like a bone deficiency sort of disease. It's when your bones get really weak because of a vitamin D deficiency. Although, in this case, it's whenever they don't get a lot of access to sun and other forms of it through the different foods that they're eating. This is also true in places where it is humid and there is a lot of work done on an area that was not really worked out that much before.
So it would most likely indicate, not up to Pale City standard diet and work for the
Absolutely.
most part.
Yeah, the docks is the slum area. Maybe it's the poor area.
She is afflicted with the poor, I understand now. Thank you.
It is one of the poor diseases. Although, most notably though, rickets takes a long time to form, and she's only been working there a few months. So you suspect that something has exacerbated the condition.
Oh yes, I mean, slumlords are always dealing in something, and flesh is cheap there. So, Thorne will have proper chin on her hand for a bit. What I would like to see, due to the dual concerns, is if you can come back to me in a couple of weeks. But I want you to focus on doing what you can. Goodness, how to describe this. Some adjustments to your diet, I think, could abate the symptoms that we're seeing in your leg with the muscle structure here. And so I would like to see if we can make any progress on that end.
When you say diet, do you mean like food?
Yes.
What kind of food should I be eating?
It's like fruit for vitamin D, right?
So vitamin D is like fish and fish liver, smaller amounts in egg yolks and stuff like that, and also mushrooms. So here's the weird
orange
thing.
juice. Okay.
Yeah. There's also stuff like that. Yeah.
Avocados.
An adjustment in your diet to focus on fish, oranges if you can get them. For the most part, I think will be for the best for you. And just the general improvement in the diet in case you are expecting and wanting.
Make me a, I guess, you have nature trained?
Absolutely not. I was born and raised in a city. I've got martial checking, deception, medicine. I think I'm supposed to have one more, but that might be it. Or no, that is it.
Okay, so you walk her through that, and then she'll just kind of say, well, I can't afford oranges. Or fruits.
Oh. Thorne is a little surprised. Then fish?
Well, I don't really like fish.
But it is for your health, I'm sure.
Well, the only fish
I'm sure
around
that you
here
don't want to
is
be
the
ill more.
only fish around here is the fish from the Dark Lake, and it doesn't taste good.
There's actually a new chef, who's working in the kitchens. You might want to see if what she makes is more to your flavor, if you suggest some fish for the nutrition.
A chef? Where? She's confused about what you mean.
Wait, does the estate not have a chef that's...
This estate does. She's not from this estate. She was brought in by a friend of hers who works here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So she can't access the food here because she doesn't live here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that I'm limited in what I can offer you, but I can check and see if your symptoms progress in a couple of weeks on both matters. My apologies.
She'll nod. Well, if I'm not with child, I guess that's good. That's what I was worried about. Are my legs gonna, like, stop working? I need me legs.
The muscles in your legs are weakening over time, and it will affect your ability to walk eventually.
All right. I'll see if I can't find some foods that you mentioned.
I will wish you all the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Oh, and if you see Foros, tell him I said thank you.
As you wish.
Okay.
This town is icky.
This town is icky. Yeah, poor town, medieval times. Yeah, imagine that, dude. Like,
Icky.
like they don't have.
But
running
everybody's
water.
happy.
Like, just get some oranges. I can't afford oranges. Oh.
Well,
If only you,
Yes,
if
you
only
die.
you were a
She's
noble.
been struck with the poor.
I hope I was able to convey that. Just like it doesn't come across as like a problem. Like
Yeah, you're a noble. It makes sense. It makes
Yeah,
sense.
it makes sense.
Just have your chef make different food. My what? Okay,
You should have a
and
chef.
Thorne
Get
will
yourself a
grab
banana.
go ahead.
her knife and continue her work,
Okay.
marking trees to point back to her apothecary, steadily going south.
Copper Cutter will enter. I have a report I have to give to Lord Panko. He will produce that mark of the same thing you saw that Gideon had. And he'll go, I must report to him that he is being beset by spies.
Very well.
Please go get him for me.
Yes, that does
Aye.
sound quite important.
Thank
I
you.
will go fetch the Lord.
Good.
Would you care to have a seat?
Oh, yes, thank you. He'll sit on the floor. Ah, that's better. Uh-oh, police are here.
Yes.
Okay.
It is I, the church police.
Michael, you get Sir Panko to come back.
Yep.
Yes, Cutter, what? Why are you sitting on the floor? It is nice down here. Come on, old friend. Stand up. And then Cutter will then look very serious. Sir, I have a report. Go on. It seems it has been discovered that there has been a presence of spies, and I have come to report it to you. But I suspect from your lack of surprise, you've already been informed. What is it you would like me to do? For now, we're going to let things lie as it is. I do not believe our enemies, whoever they are, that come to spy upon us, are aware that we are aware of them. Are you suggesting that we set a trap for them? I think so. See to your men to set about it. As you wish, my lord. Oh, I will do that immediately. Well, he'll take care of it. He doesn't look like much, but that's much to his deception. There's few in this whole world that I would trust with my life than good old Cutter.
Before
Now-
Cutter leaves, can Mythos marshal check him to see
Sure.
how strong of an old man he is?
As you marshal check him, he'll look over his shoulder, and one of his eyes will open as he looks back at you, sensing that you're looking at him. An old lesson appears in your mind, Mythos. Fear the man that has grown old in a profession where most men die young.
As he leaves, and as Lord Honko says this, he just gives a nod, an understanding nod.
All right. I shall attend to my duties. Apparently, I need to go prepare some things. Did you have more to say?
Yes.
Yes.
At least two things. First, may we inquire as to the absence of your maitre d' this morning?
Oh, well, he doesn't attend every courtier. Silas has many duties, and I trust him to handle his affairs.
Ah, very good then.
Why?
We just wanted to make
Why do
sure
you bring
his
it up?
absence was accounted for, considering the recent case of espionage we have.
Do you suspect my maitre d' of disservice?
I'd say it's too early to tell. I've hardly met the man. I wondered about how you felt about him, seeing as how you've worked with him far longer.
Silas is a man of... Well, he is peculiar, I won't lie. Strange, but dependable. Efficient in the keeping of my house, and indeed, a kind ear in which I can burden my troubles. He has a peasant's wisdom about him, a salt of the earth, as it were. We nobles oftentimes argue and chastise one another in a realm that is far more complex than it needs to be. Silas reminds me to keep in mind the simple things, and sometimes the simplest solution is required for a complex problem. He also served my father. He's a good man. I see no reason to doubt him, and I would need ample evidence to even consider it. Do you have any such evidence to his disservice to myself?
None as of yet, no.
Very good.
I don't believe we were looking to besmirch his name. It was just an idle curiosity. Or missing today's courts while also being the day following an incident. But if that is common practice, then...
I suppose I could see your reasoning. No, I believe the only sneaking around I've ever seen Silas do is to meet his lover.
Fiona will demurely look away in understanding.
Sir Ponko will continue. I have told him several times that he does not have to hide his love, but he insists. After all, the Melinda family is not quite so forgiving of the fact that he is a peasant or comes from common blood. But he and the lieutenant seem to get along fine enough, and I wish them both happiness.
Very good then. If you have no further duties for us this afternoon, my lord, we are planning on packing a lunch and going out to visit the Brass Barons' encampment, making sure that they are all settled and not in want of anything.
Very good. I look forward to hearing your report.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm old. I'm unbecoming. Oh.
Micha'el, after attempting to eat the bread, almost breaking his tux over it, will walk over and struggle to break the bread into much smaller pieces and feed it to the crows so they won't attack him.
They will beat the shit out of that bread and then eat it.
Yes, there's plenty for you all.
One of them, however, will not eat and will just stare at you the whole time.
Okay. He will continue to have a staring contest with this bird. What is wrong with you? Why do you keep following me? Staring at he just will just continue to hold this eye contact until one of them blinks.
Okay, and it's at this point that whilst outside, Cutter will come and stand outside and will send... will sort of wave someone down in the distance. And you see this man approach, one that you recognize. Lieutenant, I have something to tell you. And you'll see this man approach. and they will start to kind of talk to each other in lowered voices, but not necessarily whispers, so you guys could, like, overhear it if you wanted.
Micha'el's locked in with this fucking bird.
I'm listening to Nickelback and watching Micha'el. So, look at a bird for whatever reason.
Look at this photograph!
Photograph.
Every time I see it, it makes me laugh. Alright, well, they'll finish exchanging words. You will see the lieutenant salute. You boys are relieved. It's getting about my shift.
Very well. Have a good night, Captain
You
Cutter.
as well. The sun's getting ominously lower.
Look back. Quit playing with the birds. Let's go.
I blinked, he
It's
beat
still
me.
getting pretty dark.
Why are you feeding crows?
Well, that was fast. Just kind
I'll
of
get my
activated.
food for the evening. Miss Cutter, I'll be going. It appears to be night.
All right, then off you go. Oh, yeah, take this. Ow.
Oh.
Is no one else hearing that? Is it just me?
No, that's
I
just
didn't hear
you,
it.
I think.
I'm not hearing that at all. So,
Why
so
is it
I'm
just me?
confused.
I don't know.
God, I really hope that isn't my headset. Oh, it's so...
No, because like I'll hear it sometimes when nobody else does. It's really weird.
It's specifically my connection to specific people. Not
Weaponized mic flares.
Ow.
He's psyoping them.
Oh, God, that hurts. Okay.
What
Anyway,
am I taking?
she will hand you a pie.
Oh, thank you.
She'll nod. I put something special in there. I know you halflings like your butter.
We do like butter. Appreciated.
I love butter.
Pauladine pie.
It's a butter pie.
Alright,
It's just pie crust and butter.
and I'm going to dash back to the house with the food and hope to get there before anybody else does.
Oh,
Knock, knock, knock.
is that the
Madam
courier?
Cutter,
Yeah, what do you want?
we have been tasked with a duty outside of our court tomorrow. Would you mind packing us a few supplies for the road?
Yeah,
Just a
I'll see
little
to it.
snack. Thank you.
I will prepare snacks.
I fear we've missed our window, Michael. It seems to be rather later than I intended.
Well, it took all day through court.
Courts
It was
take,
just
yeah, I
more-
was gonna say,
Yeah.
courts are very long. Seems.
Let's go to lunch today. It's night. Fuck.
I lose track of time. Court is very interesting.
I'm so
glad we have
interested.
fun.
Top Keck, the elf loses track of time. Omega low.
Telpit?
What is 17 hours to them, but like 2 minutes to everyone else? Time is a
Exactly.
fickle thing.
Miss Thorne,
Oh,
are you
hello.
lost?
Who?
Oh. Are you? I can't see in the dark. Who are you?
Oh, Nova. Sorry, I hadn't noticed it had gotten late.
I
Could you
meet
help
so
me
many
find my
people
way
that I
back.
didn't realize. There's Court.
Dude.
Even Essy.
You guys, come on, man.
What do you mean, you guys? I haven't messed this up yet.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh,
you
word on
see are.
Yes, yes. Now that I'm closer, I see who you are. Very well, as long as you're not lost. I was just making sure you hadn't managed to get trapped in here as we were shutting down for the evening.
If you could, I would like to follow you back.
Very good then.
Michael,
Yes.
have you seen the physician? Have you seen Nova?
I believe I saw her for a brief moment while coming from the courtyard, but she might still be out.
I was hoping to have a conversation with her before everyone arrived, and she was not here when I got here, so so much for that. Anyway,
We do have the private room if that's something you need.
Good evening, Taro.
no, it'll be all right. We spoke earlier, but And she just kind of walks away.
Pardon me, brother.
Quick,
Oh, yes.
everyone to the exposition room.
Come on in.
Sorry, I was mentally typing something.
No, I understand.
Typing.
Here, let me close the door.
You wouldn't say typing.
The perfectly normal
Mentally
thing that
writing
people say.
something.
What do you mean, typewriters? Come
They
on.
don't exist yet, dude.
I mean,
Close
do they
this
not
and
have
lock the
printing
door.
presses?
No.
Nope, because we didn't
No.
get one.
Nope.
No, they don't
Wow.
have printing presses.
We could have had a printing press.
That was one
We
of
are
the
behind.
technological advances that you could have made, yes.
Yes.
But you instead
But
chose to
forged.
have a
But you
very cool
chose
blue
wrong.
fire.
No such thing as typeset then. Nope.
All right, go ahead then.
And passes out food and a slice of pie for everyone.
Oh. Thank you, Miss Georgie.
Mhm.
Not as much as yesterday, but I hear the pie is special.
Oh, good.
Starts eating.
Sniffs
let's
the
try it
pie.
out.
What's special about it?
Lots of butter. And as I pass them out, and I pass one to Thorne, I will whisper to her, "Sorry about earlier."
Doesn't look at her.
And I'll pass pie to the others.
A small one. Forgive me for earlier.
Oh,
That's why I will call you that now, so there's no confusion.
I will say that was certainly a close one. But
What
fortunately,
happened?
my boss is,
She is an orc.
you said it, not me. She is not particularly perceptive. No, Mr. Micha'el nearly blew my cover earlier. But
Bats him on the back of the head.
not an issue.
Wait.
Dodges.
Dodge a hit?
I would like to point out before we begin sharing any actual pertinent information, I made a trip into town today, and do not walk in the lake without tall boots or anything anywhere out in the woods or anything. They have big ticks, and she'll make like a size with her hands, like probably a little exaggerating. They're
Like
huge.
Ticks?
They're huge. They'll suck the blood out of a man to the point that he collapses in the street.
What?
I would not be surprised if you run into some of that in your time here, working with medicines.
Oh my.
In any case, this town is gross.
And then how do they handle that? Like, what? You're
Fire.
like Ticks, and she holds up like her hand and like, maybe like half an inch apart,
No, wider.
like 2 inches.
Wider, like much wider, like, oh, I don't know, half a foot, maybe it looked like a huge boil at first, but it was big.
What? Why would anyone live in such an awful
I
place?
don't know, and as soon as we can get this job done, I would like to leave.
It's not as
Thank you
bad
for
as
the
the
warning.
waste.
I definitely don't plan on going near the water anytime soon.
In any case, if you do encounter this kind of situation, I ran into a man in town who plays down his medical expertise, but he was incredibly helpful and was able to remove the thing by holding a torch up to it. They do not like fire, and they will release.
That is good to
Thank
know.
you for that insight, at least, and it should go without explaining, but for the love of all that is blessed in her light, my brothers and sisters, please don't consort with anything here.
Also,
I'm the goddess.
Inquisitor Cast is staying in a house down the way. It is not far, but it is to the east of the estate.
Speaking of consorting, we did speak with Lord Lamoon, and your worries about Sir Silas are quite unfounded. Apparently, it is a known escapade of his that he takes, and has been for a while.
An escapade.
He doesn't elaborate any further. He just waits for Lope to say anything.
Wonderful degeneracy all
Lord.
around.
Oh, this pie is fucking amazing.
Isn't
Que
it?
lindo. Oh, it's so good. It's fantastico. Anyways, forgive me. Do you find out the name of the lady he was messing with?
I believe Lord Silas said it was a Melinda.
Oh, things are going to get interesting. I thought it was Marge, which apparently is another old woman up there. I guess Melinda and Marge sound very similar. But, oh well.
Is Melinda not the surname of one of the guards?
Yes, it was
I
the
have no
lieutenant
idea.
speaking with Cutter. I heard him say his name, and then I was locked in battle with a crow.
Yes, the one with the chin like a brick.
And the dented helmet.
A strong chin.
Crimson Chin.
Anyway, it is well known, and as such, does not need further discussion, or at least gossiping about it. It is already understood.
He could at least take her to a room if he was gonna get puñeta, not on the wall. You know, that's where the guards go. We do perimeter checks. At least take her to a room. Don't get freaky with her up there.
Micha'el, do
Thorne
not
will put a-
judge
put a
people
hand
on
over-
their choices of bedroom choice. That's their own business.
In public?
I'm not going to
On
judge
more
them for
important
that. I will
matters, do
simply
we have
look away.
anything on the bell?
No.
No.
Not yet.
Do we have
Unfortunately,
anything
it was a
on?
quiet day.
Do we have anything relevant?
Not to this
That it
mission,
was
no.
The
Farryn
silence
men.
is astounding.
It's only day 2, Thorne. We only just began.
Well,
Our
there
Have
time
is
here will
patience.
take months.
All right.
We
We were
well,
told we were going
if-
to be here for a while.
Well, Farryn, if you can ask and see if there's a possibility that I could borrow Taro to go into town for medical supplies, and we'll see what can be done, unless you have someone else that you would like to send out. I don't get too much accomplished here.
Does Mr. Taro have any expertise in medical supplies? Will he be able to help you find what you need?
She could describe
The
it.
main concern is gathering information and not getting jumped. Or at least doing well enough to get out.
Ah,
The people in town do not seem to be particularly of the dangerous variety. I did not run into any of
You
those
shouldn't trust them.
gangs. What I did run into, this might be important. There are people who are hooded up and even wrapped. They may be lepers. We're far enough east that the church doesn't have much influence out here. There's not a lot of people to take care of them, and I would my instinct as a shield is to help them, but I think that would be a terrible move. It would reveal me almost instantly. So I think there's someone to keep an eye on. Potentially they might have information, but we might also want to steer clear, as that might add complication to the mission. Not my judgment, but just more information that I remembered and came to mind.
it is quite disheartening to know that we can't help those in need. But you're right, we can't take that risk and jeopardize our mission.
No, we
But
can't.
speaking of gathering information, I believe tomorrow me and Miss Fiona will be taking an excursion outside of the city to the Baron's camp, doing a sort of check-in and followed by reconnaissance to see if we can figure out what led to the intrusion into the estate the prior night.
Speaking of said intrusion, the Lord has asked that we do not cause a ruckus. If any further individuals come to spy, we are supposed to, at the very least, not harm them. I believe traps were talked of being set.
Capture and question, yes.
Apparently, the form of intimidation in the area is to piss on things, so do that.
What interesting customs.
It's just what I was told.
And how would you like us to arrange to... What is it? Do you want outside patrols, or do we remain inside? How much of our resources are we allocating to this matter?
I think remaining inside is fine, but if someone is to notice in the future that we have unwanted guests, it would most likely be more prudent to wake one of those on the guard team so that we don't expose anyone's cover.
Very well.
As
Oh,
you
were
wish.
you two able to get the patrol routes of the Night Guard?
No, I didn't ask.
Oh,
But they're going to be extra vigilant.
then I guess we'll have to work with that for now.
Small reassurance, yes.
And could one of you explain to me, I've explored a little bit to the south of here, where the secret instances are regarding the keys? I didn't find anything in particular.
Oh, yes.
You were able to review the maps?
I can tell you, because we totally know that in character.
Yeah. Somewhere.
Where are those doors?
We just need little text.
Shakes his head a little bit, you know, gotta...
Secret entrance or exit.
Secret tunnel!
Yeah, we just need to have like a little text box that says, here's entrance number 1, here's entrance number 2.
Oh god, he left.
Arcadum?
My lord!
If you're talking, you're
I'm
muted.
here. I'm
okay.
right here. Jeez. Yeah, sorry, I was taking the moment to use my wireless headset to clean up my area a little bit.
Oh, nice.
All right, what's your question? Sorry, tell me about the secret doors.
Yeah.
Where are they located? Could we get like a text box location for
So you
where
see
they're at?
that armoire all the way to the north? Sorry, I'm not on my computer, but got it in my head. There's an armoire to the northernmost room between two statues, like two mannequins. That's immovable, and there's a door behind it.
Didn't you say there were two secret exits to the whole estate? Earlier?
Well, there's secret entrances and exits to the estate, but there's also one for your place.
Ah,
Oh.
okay. Cool.
Yeah,
So that way you don't always have to go in and out of the front door, which can be suspicious.
Is it accessible from the outside?
It is.
Sweet.
All
Secret
right,
brick.
I'm back at my computer.
Cool.
Woo!
I can zoom out to the estate ones now for you.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes, very good.
And then ours. And our secret door, does it lead to like an underground tunnel, or does it just
No, it leads
take
right
us
here.
outside? Okay.
Out there.
Straight out. Practical.
But it's in an alley, so you can kind of like hide that you're going there.
Yeah.
Instead of just walking in the front door every time.
Mm-hmm.
right, continue. Sorry.
Nope, useful. Good.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the plan this evening?
Rest for tomorrow's expeditions?
Same watches as usual.
Very well. Then I better get some rest.
I as well.
Georgie, if you don't mind staying and talking with me for just a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Somebody's in trouble.
Couples role playing.
She will look at everybody else and kind of shame look.
I think your food was quite delicious, Miss Georgie.
Yes, you're welcome.
Farryn doesn't like butter, no!
Your pie was trash. Yeah.
I mean, butter is dairy, is it not?
That's right.
I mean, not with that attitude.
She's a lactose intolerant elf.
I'm not lactose intolerant. I just don't like it.
Nice.
I don't tolerate its taste. Yeah, sure. She hands the extra piece of pie back, uneaten.
Wow.
Thank you. Is there a problem?
Wisdom saving throw versus insult.
Right. Let me just do that right there.
Disadvantage.
At least it's pretty good. Yeah.
All right, you keep your composure, but
keep my composure.
That's going in the book.
I refrain from the Lanternbridge squint. Yes.
I don't eat dairy, but that's not the problem I called you to stay behind for. I couldn't help but notice that you received a letter this morning.
I did.
Yes.
It was from Inquisitor Cast.
That's better than the alternative, I suppose, seeing as how your last letter was from highly questionable sources.
I know. I'm starting to dread the mailman. Every time he runs past the house, I cringe.
I too cringe every time he runs past.
He's very cringy.
Yes, quite.
Okay.
Surprising.
Okay, wow.
Something we agree upon.
What the fuck, bro?
How dare.
Mortimer's just doing his job. Just because you got a meta stalker doesn't mean it's his
Married
fault.
couple ganging up on an NPC. Poor guy.
Oh no, an NPC that we helped draw. Oh, but so, I suppose your letter was better content then, seeing as it came from the Inquisitor.
It is a private matter, a family matter, if you'll understand. The Inquisitor wanted to inform me of some issues that have come to light, and that I will be left out of, so that I may focus on this mission instead.
Interesting, but I agree with his choice.
As frustrating as it can be, I also agree with his choice. And she'll just kind of look down at her toes.
Good. Well then,
Look
that
at
is
her
all.
toes.
Have a good
I
evening.
shall nod. Ginny turns and punches this dummy.
Sarah,
And then kind of stomps out.
are you staying up late tonight?
Yeah, I'm not really tired.
Would you like to have first watch and I take second then?
Sure, that sounds good.
Very good then. Good evening.
Ginny will climb up on Thorne's bed and just sit here at the end and poke her foot.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
am sorry about earlier.
You're stuck.
Yes. I know how you feel about it. I understand.
Mhm.
So what?
Thorne,
And she'll do a little teenage pout, whatever, pulling her knees up to her chest, leaned against the wall.
I mean this in a very caring way. We need to focus on this mission. Don't do anything stupid.
I know.
What have you been doing to the trees outside? Seen you walking around and poking at them.
I've been marking them so I can find my way back. Otherwise, I'm just stuck here.
Oh. Like she'll look abashed and kind of look down.
Look,
I
I can't.
hadn't even thought of that. I don't know very many blind people. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. And she'll reach out and pat reassure. Like I understand, but look, I can't get the braille. It's all the bumps are like the same, but it gave me the idea that I can have texture things that I can feel, and I can feel on the trees, and hopefully I can, feel and find my way back. And so I just mark
Makes
them
sense.
with something I can recognize, and hopefully I can't get too lost.
That makes sense. I wish I had thought of that. That's actually really smart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm-
Telford and I used to do it a lot. Sorry.
No,
She covers her mouth.
I'm worried about him, Thorne. And by extension, you. I
Just
also
worried? Something's
I-
got him, Ginny.
Yes, something has definitely got him. Whether he's
And he's close.
whether he's doing what he's doing on his own or being controlled by someone, we don't know. And we don't know if he's close. He might, for all we know, be elsewhere. He might be here.
You said that you knew he was in this area. You
He's
already said that.
He's in the east. I know he's working with the Barrow King, which is terrible. There's no guarantee he's here, and I hope we run into him. I do, but I also hope we don't. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand?
We need to find him. We'll get him back, and everything will be okay. Just like the bell.
You always
Believe
seem
in the
so
best
confident.
And put your effort to good use.
How do you do it? You're always so confident, like you know what you want to do. Like you just believe that things are possible. How do you do that?
Some things are more important than living. We'll go and boop onto Ginny.
Okay. I'm sorry for being blunt earlier. I don't want to upset you. We just got ourselves figured out, and I don't want to throw a stick into that. I was just making sure that we were all right before I go to bed and roll around and have nightmares about it and ruin the mission by being too tired to work and too tired to pay attention.
Do you want to share? It might help.
Share what?
Oh, the bed.
Oh, no.
If you need to rest, are you willing to sacrifice the mission for that. Like, I mean, I've cuddled with them sometimes after they have particularly bad bout. She sort of points vaguely where, well, Gideon should be, and over to Lope.
No, I'm quite sure that I would not sleep nearly as well if I was sharing a bed that come from a family with a lot of younger siblings and pets. I don't share beds. I have to have my own. This is not a slight against you. I just need my space. But I appreciate you talking to me.
All right then.
Anyway, good night.
Now to catch up on whatever's been going in side chat. My goodness.
Right, for real?
Yes.
You guys can continue while you guys are talking.
Yeah. He will just say, I will let you get back to your sleep. I will go check around real quick and see if he's nearby. I didn't mean to disturb you. I just wanted to be sure that someone was stationed to watch. I will be back shortly if something is awry, though.
Very well. You know I don't sleep quite the same as everyone else, so if you need to, just jostle me. I'll wake up.
Very well.
Hold on. You fucking do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, my lord.
Hold on. Just fucking don't move. Let me do my fucking stupid thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Good night, everyone.
Smoking.
Good night.
And then I gotta move this to the... Not quite right.
Smoke
There.
That's perfect.
No, that is perfect.
Alright, there you go. Just don't move from there, because I can't move you.
Alright, hold on. We gotta wait for him to start his monologue.
Oh, there's no monologue.
Come on, give him
Go ahead,
no
go ahead,
monologue.
Taro. Go ahead. What?
Do it.
Hey, Shadow.
I gotta keep watch.
Hey, Shadow, I have a question. Could you not ever mute or unmute your mic ever again? That would be great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
It is literally killing me. Please
I
don't.
will never mute again. I can't
you.
guarantee it won't pop, but I will not mute.
Do it 15 times in rapid succession.
First, Mythos will first take a quick check in the secret room to make sure he's not in there.
He's not. There is, however, a demon. I'm just kidding.
Oh! After a few
What
moments,
you
he will
doing
open
today,
the
Bob?
door.
What you doing, Mythos?
Alright, go ahead.
Oh, there you are, Mr. Taro.
Yeah. Draws cigarette.
Ah,
Need something?
no, I hadn't realized you and Miss Fiona had swapped positions for the watch. I'd heard something in the main room, but when I checked it was vacant. I remembered seeing her walk past, so I didn't know if she had started her watch yet or not. But then she informed me that you were on watch, and I just wanted to make sure that nothing had happened that made you quickly dash out of the building.
No, I just was keeping watch outside. Get some fresh air.
Very well. Well, if anything does come up, you know where I'll be.
Make a perception check, Mythos.
Oh, not that one, that's nature.
There's a pleasant odor emanating outwards from Gideon.
Oh,
Yeah, smooth, refreshing, possibly imported.
wait, imported? That means it's not Corvanus grown? Blasphemy!
Foreigner.
Well, I will let you get back to your watch. Like I said, if anything does come up, you know where to find me.
Yeah, sure. Like it's really fucking needed.
And then he will go back. And then he will do his... There we go.
RP.
He doesn't want to do it again.
Squat down like elf
RP pace.
from
Yes.
from Death Note and
Death
just
Note.
look out and just like, God, this is a fucking waste of time.
All right, and then finally,
Raise this place in
at
the
the
ground.
end of your watch.
Man,
Yeah,
these things go by too quick.
I'm gonna leave a torch there, so if you ever want to go smoking, this will be your smoking spot.
That's a smoking
The
spot.
smoking section?
Yeah,
Okay, got it.
that's your smoking section, so I can turn it on.
Incredible.
Remember,
amazing.
you cannot move from it, or else, guys, I can't
Okay.
move the torch.
Remember, this is the only smoking section of the estate.
Why don't you come over here? I can't.
My
I am
cigarette
legally
won't follow me.
obligated by the sign that
that's
says
that.
smoking
No, wait,
section.
that's how he gets us. You go to smoke, and then the Baron's men attack, and you're
The
like,
smoking
"Aha!
square."
I'm attacking everyone." Wait, I can't move.
Yep.
All right, your watch has come to an end. Who do you wake up next?
So nothing with the 19 perception?
Oh no, that was just him noticing the tasty smell
No,
of your
my
LP
19
cure.
perception.
Oh, you notice that you too have a tasty smell of an LP cure. No, there's nothing there.
Okay.
A cool, refreshing flavor.
Refreshing.
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 I accidentally said refreshing.
Hey,
Oh,
that's what we
right.
do for the
Eyebrow.
lepers.
Oh,
Yeah.
get
Get
out.
some refreshing.
That's a horrible taste.
Darn you, LP Curio!
Man. Dude.
Mm.
I
Yes.
just can't help.
Time for your watch.
Oh, sorry.
What can't you help, though?
Like, I'm trying really hard not to let you guys blow your cover, but you guys are just telling each other by your own names. Like,
I'm sorry about that. That was bad.
that was so funny, dude. Like, just like, don't worry, guys, we're
worst
undercover. Hey, Thorne!
Or
Hello.
hey, Inquisitor.
Go ahead.
What's up?
Go ahead.
Hey, Ginny!
Best one.
This is propaganda. It's never
Dude, when he
happened.
said, "Hey, Inquisitor Cass, what's going on?"
I lost my shit.
Hello there, fellow officers.
Literally one day.
I'm not a
One
cop.
day.
I'm not a cop.
Micha'el doesn't do undercover work. He's just used to
Obviously.
kicking in doors and burning down buildings. This undercover stuff's new to him.
All right, go on. Sorry.
Very good then. Get some rest.
Yeah, still not all that tired, but sure. Oh, by the way, I set up a smoking area outside the stoop if you need it.
Mm-hmm. I've never had the opportunity, or if I have had the opportunity, never chosen to. But if it suits you,
Oh, here, take one of mine in case you have the urge.
thank you.
And he passes you an LP Curio.
Oh, wow.
Yes, peer pressure her.
She'll pocket that. Pat, and then she'll just walk off to take her watch.
Yeah, guess what doesn't have any dairy in it whatsoever? The cool, refreshing taste of an LP Curio coffin nail. Now in lavender.
Oh,
Well, lavender might actually be kind of good.
Now in lavender. And for you ladies,
These are winter green.
strawberry
Sorry.
kisses. Alright. And so, the day comes to a close. Or night, excuse me. Cock-a-doodle-doo! You guys hear that?
Rooster.
You guys hear that rooster? That's crazy.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Manly.
Somebody needs to fix that rooster.
The manliest
Did
rooster
nobody
ever.
wake me?
Oh, hold on, no. The rooster goes, a rock-a-doodle! Sorry.
Oh, gosh.
Come on.
That
Morning,
fucking
Callus.
movie.
Come on,
Oh my
come on.
God.
I just Neuron activated like 20 people.
Dude, it's been so long.
A
since I've seen that
rock-a-doodle!
movie. Jeez.
So you've seen that movie, but not Fern Gully?
I've seen Fern Gully.
What's Fern Gully?
Uh-huh. There it is.
Morning calisthenics.
Oh yeah.
Every
I
morning.
gotta do my morning 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups.
Walk
and,
10 kilometers.
Did you
and,
just unmute?
100 jabs.
No, I did not unmute. I have not muted.
I'll find whoever it is.
But I did hear the pop that time.
Yeah, it's...
Good morning, Miss Nova.
Oh, good morning.
Would you like an extra slice of pie for breakfast? The captain didn't want it. Apparently she can't do butter.
Oh, of course.
Alright, well,
Thank
I
you very
am-
much. And was there anything else on your mind? Did you sleep all right? Any more?
actually I think our talk helped. That's smooth sailing, good sleep. No dreams that I remember, which is how I like it, so.
Do you still have the note?
Oh, the one from Tellery?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I'd show you, but I don't think you'd, be able to read it or anything.
Baka.
Baka.
Could I hold on to it, or?
Good morning, Mr. Taro. What?
Good morning.
Why? Why would you want to hold on to it?
Fine. Or can you at least read it to me sometime?
Yeah, I can read. I can read part of it. Let me see. Let me pull it out of my pouch.
Dearest sister, I am a heretic.
Here. It's pretty dang close,
Yeah,
actually.
it sounds about like Tellery.
Yeah, no, she'll pull a piece of paper out of her pocket, and she kind of squints at it.
Nova will crouch and lean in close. Some
it
girl talk
says,
stuff.
It says, "Dear Ginny, I am writing you from my long travels. It's really hard to read. It's been through some stuff in the east. I am healthy and
Hold.
well.
Hold.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone pause.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Ooh. Oh no, the heart does the thump thump.
As Ginny begins to read the words, Fiona and Taro hear the words that Georgie is reading off, but Nova does not. She hears something else entirely.
Ooh.
She hears whispers. Whispers that are not Ginny, at the edge of her voice. The words that once began with understanding now shift and switch to something far, far stronger, different, twisted, strange. And so, it is with this moment that it is not Georgie's voice that she hears, but something else entirely. As you continue to read off the note, instead of hearing what you hear spoken, you hear this instead. Dear Ginny, knowledge, three questions asked, fixed what is broken, edge, it's me, the edge of the night that fix the lines. Stars fall, and they will die. A deep pain begins to emanate from within Thorne's eyes. At the end of the letter, Ginny, you notice that Nova's appearance becomes pallid, pale, a deep sweat dripping off of her forehead. Perception checks, you two. You have advantage, Gideon.
I will fold up the letter and start to put it away to try and help her.
Do I also have advantage from Jack of all trades? Or is this something
no, this is a
specific
special. This is because he's seen it before.
Okay.
Gideon, for a moment, deja vu strikes you as you see Thorne look up in nearly the exact same stance that she stood in before, only once before, when she was held by the might of Olaken High. Thorne cannot move. What do the rest of you do?
I put the letter away and I immediately try and
Be
touch her?
specific.
I'm going to try and hold her and try to reassure her. Ask her what's going on. What's happening? Are you okay?
Hold that. Gideon, what do you do?
I've seen Georgie try to reach out to her. I will just shout, "Don't touch her!"
But, and I will halt. But why? Is she okay? Do you know something?
Where did that letter come from?
My brother.
I think this has something to do with that dark god Olaken High whose cultist we ran into a few months ago.
The letter's covered in maddening scribbles. I was just trying to read the part that was legible. Is she gonna be okay? What's going on with Thorne?
I don't know. I've only seen her look like that once before, and that was at the ritual site. Fiona, is there something that you know that you could do?
Is there ambient exposure happening in the room?
Yes.
Where is it?
It is emanating directly from Thorne, which
But
should
not
be
from
impossible.
the letter. Well, unfortunately, I'm not the best with magics. I can see, however, that despite her inability to cast anything, she has exposure at this moment.
What? Should I cast anything? Should I try and help her?
I recommend not. The last time you tried that, it practically caused more problems than before.
Then what do we do? Will she go back to normal? Is she did before. What happened, Taro? How did that work?
Well, last time she went blind.
Yes, but how did you release her is what we're asking.
We didn't. We
And so, Thorne
defeated the ritual and left.
And so Thorne shall fall to the ground.
It took the clerics of the... lead in and whisper to Fiona. It took the clerics of the Pale City to fix her.
We should take her to cast.
I suppose there's nothing for it. Or perhaps your doctor?
I have to say that I'd be surprised if that doctor would be able to deal with this, but the priest is at least, in a similar magical situation. Maybe he'd have some insight on this.
I understand, but we are not supposed to know him.
We know of him. We know he's a priest of Mytheria. Everyone in town seems to know of him, right?
Yes, but not everyone in town just rushes off to him at the first sign of trouble.
You're willing to waste a trip to try and find the doctor instead? The priest is much closer. I will leave it to you. This is up to you, though. What do we do?
Just a second, I'm checking something.
Wait a second, my mic was bugging. Did you guys wake me up?
No.
No.
Okay.
You're a
Okay.
lazy bum, and this has been established.
Wake me up inside.
You might be able to hear them starting to freak out. We're just chatting a lot.
Okay.
All right.
So I don't suppose any of the potions we have would immediately come to mind to help
Try
out
to
with this.
Banish the magic. Phosphate's Bane.
All right. So here's what's going to happen. As you speak to one another in a panic, trying to figure out what to do, the world will begin to fade away for Thorne. At this point, okay. One moment, please.
Oh, goody.
No, why did Mythos have to step outside to wait for the mailman?
Okay. Thorne,
Yes.
you awaken.
And there's no walls.
There's one very big difference.
Hmm.
As you wake up, light fills your eyes. Colors and shapes you can see.
She will look about in bewilderment and fancying it as perhaps delusion. We'll take some careful steps, as this is pretty much nothing here is comforting or familiar.
As you step up towards the edge, you look down and you see a light and energy flowing outwards before you. Your training telling you that it is mana, more mana than you've ever seen in one place. It's beautiful to look at, despite the fears that twinge at the edge of your mind from your training and indoctrination. But still, beauty is a universal language. And this is like watching a piece of the sky assuade with the dawn. But there is something else as well. Within the light, shifting are shadows. Memories flowing, swirling around you. And then almost as soon as it had started, you feel your mind fade and twist and shift until you appear elsewhere.
Again? Oh. this makes even less sense.
Around you, you stand upon a precipice of night itself. Silver threads flow around you, dip low, and twist outward. As you begin to look around, searching for some meaning, an enemy perhaps to face, something, somewhere, the ground begins to shift beneath your feet once more.
Uh-oh. We will start running back towards what at least looks to be more stable now that I can see, away from the night's edge. As we are yoinked to somewhere else.
As you turn to flee, you find yourself stepping through ancient stones, the murals of which cover your feet, a large pool of glistening, yellow, golden-like liquid to your side.
What, would it be nature, medicine, or something I could roll for kneeling and investigating the golden liquid?
You may roll whatever you wish. As you kneel before it, it becomes obvious that this liquid is blood. But what blood is golden? A question flashes in your mind, trying to find some answer, trying to find some semblance of meaning as to what is happening. But then, light shifts around you once more. You fall through the stone and into the darkness. And you find yourself here. This place, filled with the grandeur of Mytharia's light, the symbols, the murals, the statues, it becomes clear that you are in a hallowed place, perhaps the main cathedral's inner sanctum, or perhaps the mausoleum or the first cathedral. You feel the same strange feeling that you have been feeling as you go through each of these different places. A strange sense of nostalgia, a whisper in the back of your mind, a rumbling of the slightest terror. Until finally... Go ahead.
Oh, and I mean, we're here, and in the absence of seeing someone else, we will try to hurry for the light before I get pulled away again.
You reach out towards the symbol of Mytharia, and you're pulled away. You stand upon an ancient ship. The sound of spraying wind and salted air assault you. Around you, you can see pieces of coral, broken and shifting, scouring the side of the vessel.
What a manner of ship of this, and do we see any land or anything marking where this could be, what this ship could be?
As you look around, make me a nature or perception check, whichever you have trained. If you have neither, then perception.
I don't understand, and we will try to hurry and see as much as we can before anything else happens, starting to get into the running terrors part of the dreams and visions.
As you
Hello?
turn to run, calling out for any that might hear you, it shifts once more. This time, a heavy silence as you stand within the midst of forbidden magic, apostasy of the highest order. The twisting stones appear all around you, as there, before you, shifting, appears and disappears a familiar face.
Tellery. We'll be feeling along the rock, looking. Tellery.
As you call out, it appears and shifts like a flickering shadow.
Tellery, get back here. Where are you?
And then finally manifests before you.
Tellery. Stop. Stay right there.
That which you call Tellery looks at you. But within it, you see that his countenance has changed. Skin gnarled, blackened veins, cracks of power moving through his body. He looks at you with a hard expression. One not of an old friend, but that of an enemy.
Tellery, I know a lot has happened, but I promise we can fix this, okay? Come back.
Tellery smiles as a black helmet undulates from the back of his neck, covering his face.
No. We
And
will
so,
try to grab him.
Tellery will enter a stance of combat, which we will resolve next time
No!
on the Dark Sermon.
That's rough. Got an ending.
Well, now we'll find out who would win in a fight, Tellery or Thorne.
Okay, good stuff.
What?
That's where I'll call it. Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
I am dying.
Extension!
Man.
Arcadium, we talked about this, how we would do an extension this session because you asked me about work.
Yes, but I am not ready to do this part yet, so
Roger.
Oh, damn it.
Say less.
It is unfortunate, but it is
I
what it
understand.
is.
For all that I like,
Fair
I
enough.
want it done right.
I would rather it be good rather than rushed. So
Yeah. I'm with you.
Thorne will die, be
I'm
reborn.
going to suffer this whole week. It'll be so good.
All because you guys didn't wake Micha'el up.
Oh boy.
Bro, that's on you to wake up. You're a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
I ain't your daddy.
You never show up for morning
Mythos was
calisthenics.
outside waiting for mail and he missed it.
man,
Micha'el's a big baby who doesn't wake up for calisthenics, so that's his problem.
and now
I'm the most
and now I
chiseled man
get
out
to
of all
talk
of you.
to talk to Waymaker about some shit, dude.
I'm so excited.
Oh, dude.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's time to cook, Nathan.
It's time,
time.
to make Tellery level 6. What prestige class did
It's
he take?
time to cook. All
Oh,
right.
you know what prestige class he would have taken.
Oh, baby.
Oh no!
You have no
Was
idea.
rocking high.
No idea what I've done to the boy.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
Yes,
Man.
it will
See,
be
Reevee,
very
should have
cool.
gone by you, bouncer.
See, this was great whenever an artist's character gets to do stuff, because then I could just be like, I need all this, and you're like, yes! Yes!
Yes.
I will
It will
draw
be
it, my
glorious.
lord! Whatever you require!
Yes.
Every time, dude. Alright,
I'm
let me see.
excited.
No, it's gonna be good.
You have to scroll up a little bit.
Where the hell is my goddamn... There it is. Where's my goddamn fan book, Bruce?
You gotta go up to Thorne's doodles. The Telry Thorne code doodles. Yeah.
You are gonna die.
No. I mean, probably.
Everybody's fucking dead.
He's definitely got the juice to do so.
Okay, here we go. First up, we have... Oh, don't worry, officer. I'm a chef. That's a kitchen knife. And that kitchen gun. Ginny running to Cast's house. Okay. Oh, Telry's letter in real life? That's so sick, dude. Look at that shit.
Hey.
Yes. Oh, and I love the voice effect that you did in just reading through it.
Yeah, I wish I had my
to the core.
fucking Go XLR, dude. I could have done more of that. It's still broken.
It was good. It was really good.
I had to use my mortal voice for that one.
Chills.
Yeah. You mistook me for someone else, I promise. It wasn't. I didn't mean that.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. Stop being
Stop
poor.
being poor. What do you mean? Life's easy.
Yeah. Go get yourself a banana. How much can it be? 10 gold?
How much could a carrot possibly be in anointed silver?
Why is common Thorne on this paper?
Oh, yeah.
Look at
With
this
a little feature from
photograph.
Waymaker's doodles.
It makes me laugh.
Thank
My
you,
name's
Gideon.
Gideon.
For some reason, that looks more like Micha'el than Gideon to me.
Fantastic. It's their baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God! Oh no! Oh no!
Well, I recently learned that it doesn't matter what or who you are. You can have an egg baby.
That's true.
Yes. Egg
Yes.
baby.
You just gotta
Odin
change
has an egg
gods.
baby.
You just have
You
to.
have to be.
You just gotta talk to Videric.
Yeah, you just gotta change your religion.
Just go to the Court of Curses, go inside of an idol, egg baby.
This
Egg
cliffhanger is diabolical. Yes, it is. I liked watching all of Waymaker's responses every time I drop a map, dude. That was great.
Oh my gosh, it was just gut punches every time.
Took you through a journey.
That was a good journey.
Oh, good times. Good sesh.
Yee.
And
This won't be
I,
haunting
I,
at all.
I was actually afraid that you would never read that to her. I was like, man, I was waiting for it. And then you like, I'll read it to you. And I'm like, yes. Yes!
There was no way she was gonna let that get away.
Yes!
You had to go for the feint and like, hey, you'll let me carry that around, right? It's like, no. Well, can you at least do this smaller thing?
It's
Why
either
don't you
okay.
My
The
personal
fucking,
mail.
the sound has to be either Shadow or Waymaker. I just saw you both pop up with that sound. Please, dear God.
I just smacked my
It
table.
was
so-
most likely me.
We have got to fix this, dude, because it is actually making the stream unwatchable. So I need to figure out how
Good
to do
Tim.
it. Yeah,
Good Tim.
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
it's getting to be pretty. It's now a problem that I have to deal with, but we'll talk about it later. Anyway, thanks for watching, chat. Thanks for all the subarinos. Show Mantis Ginny.
Oh yeah, there's more
you have to
fan art
scroll
up.
back up.
Oh God, not Mantis Ginny, dude.
we discovered that Luke has rather insectoid taste. And
Oh no, I was
fire.
literally there for that talk. Okay,
Oh,
I
good.
don't.
Oh,
I don't.
God.
No, you
I'm
know
glad
what?
I missed that talk
You know what?
about
I'm not
bug
putting it
furries.
there. Sorry, ain't happening. I
And
ain't doing it.
Mythos' prayer jar.
But what about
Nope.
the prayer jar?
No, I'm not doing that either.
Prayer jar
Oh.
for Mythos.
I'm glad
Sorry.
you have good taste.
Chat, you'll just have to use your imagination. You can't
Or
possibly scroll
go
up
to
in
the
Discord.
Discord. Yeah, go to the fucking Discord. You lazy
Yeah.
savages.
Yeah.
Come check out the glorious
look at
Discord.
your
phone
Chill out with
fan
everybody
art.
there.
Oh,
Also, go watch Businessman by Tom Cardy about not being a cop, which is all of us mixing up our names. Perfect.
Sorry.
thanks for the gift.
I haven't messed up yet.
It'll happen.
Alrighty, guys. So thank you guys so much for all the support. Hot tub stream's coming soon. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about what you degenerates
TM.
paid for. I'm just looking for the right time and place to do it.
The right
Oh.
homies to hot tub with.
Also, I'll be dropping. I think I'm going to be trying to do some YouTube streams here pretty soon. I might be mixing it up. I don't know when I'm going to do that. I'm probably going to do a whole week of it and see if the viewership is better or if we at least see new people. I don't know, but
Yeah.
anyway, good games, guys. I'll see you next time.
Hell yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye. Have a
Bye.
beautiful day.